Are you tired of getting bad RNG and not knowing how to recover? Are you tired of targeting those damn springs in Robot Carnival over and over? Are you tired of wanting to team blast every wave? Then you're in luck, my friend, because after watching this tutorial, you will know the most optimal backups and the most optimal strats to avoid any time loss. This tutorial is aimed to all players with all skill levels, as it covers both ways to get a decent looking time and ways to get the most optimal of times, even if luck is not by your side. I want to say a couple of things before we get started. I will now explain how the level up drops work. The 5th enemy you destroy, egg hammers excluded, will drop a level up. This level up will be for the character you are not controlling when the robot is destroyed, so you have a 50% chance of getting a level up for the character you want. To give you an example, if I destroy the first wave of Robot Carnival as Sonic, I'll have a 50% chance of getting either a Knuckles level up or a Tails level up. So if you want to achieve optimal routing in the stage, you need to keep this concept in mind. Also, if you're new to the game and you don't know the names of the moves I use in this tutorial, I will leave a link to Sonic Retro in the description, where you can see a list of all the moves. Another thing I want to address is why we're not team blasting for every wave. It is fair to think that since the timer on the top left is paused, then the in-game file timer will be too. However, the file timer still keeps running while team blasting, so you will get the full time loss out of team blasting. For reference, team blasting loses 9 seconds for Team Sonic and Chaotix, and 5 seconds for Team Dark and Rose. Now let's get on to the individual teams. At the start of each segment, I will give a brief description of what level ups you want to hit to get the fastest time. Note that if you are watching this tutorial to learn about one specific team, then you do not need to watch the full tutorial, and you can simply skip to whichever team you're interested in. This means there will be a lot of repeated concepts, so I apologize if the video gets too repetitive. Starting with Team Sonic, you want to get level 2 Tails as soon as possible, and have level 2 Knuckles by wave 7. Sonic level ups are not necessary and only help for backups. Wave 1 is pretty simple. You want to be homing attacking the flopper robots with all 3 characters. One thing I'd recommend to make this strat easier is hold the neutral stick while jumping, as this will make your teammates successfully follow up on your homing attacks. For wave 2, simply repeat what you did for wave 1. Now this is where things get tricky. I'm going to be showcasing all the possible scenarios going from best to worst. If you get the best outcome, which is 2 Tails level ups, simply approach the robots from the side and thundershoot them while holding diagonally on the control stick. If you get level 1 Knuckles and level 1 Tails, do the same thing you would if you get level 2 Tails and finish off the robots with Knuckles. If you get level 2 Knuckles, charge up a combo attack before the 3 egg pawns spawn and finish them off with Sonic. Wave 4 is probably one of the hardest ones to do optimally. There are multiple methods to get the quick kill on this wave, but the way I do it is by targeting the flopper robots of the bottom left and then holding diagonally on the control stick to finish the other floppers off. The quick kill doesn't work every time, so don't be intimidated if it doesn't work for you. The backup strat for the rare scenario where you get level 3 Knuckles involves doing a combo attack to kill the 6 flappers at the bottom and doing a Flight Axel plus Thundershoot with Tails to send the remaining flappers into Knuckles' combo. However, do know that this strat will not work if you get level 2 Knuckles, because the yellow flappers will not get killed by his combo. So you'll need to Thundershoot them first, then finish them off with Knuckles. Wave 5 is pretty simple, just Thundershoot them with Tail and they'll die very easily. Now, this is a concept that applies to other waves too, so I will not repeat this. Make sure to stand in the same area that I'm standing on when thundershooting, because otherwise your teammates will choose to target the spring instead of the robots, making you lose time. The backup strat simply involves using the spring and fire dunking them as knuckles, in case you didn't get enough tails level ups. Now wave 6 is a wave you need to look out for. Make sure to stand in the middle, and as soon as you see the white particles from the robots appear, jump and do a blue tornado to knock their shields off. Then proceed to move at the back and thunder shoot them with tails to finish them off. The backup strat involves doing the same blue tornado, moving to the spring and homing attacking all the enemies down. Wave 7 is where things really start to get easy. Just stand in the middle and combo them down with knuckles, simple as that. If you didn't get any knuckles level up, you can just thunder shoot them, it works just fine. Wave 8, same thing. If you want to time your combo perfectly, I'd recommend you to wait around 3 seconds after the wave has been killed. Also, there is no difference between level 2 and level 3 knuckles. For wave 9, there is a cool quick kill you can do. You need to do your combo like normal, and then you want to stand where a turtle's face is and get hit in the process. This will cause the turtle to get killed in the process for some reason, don't ask me why. If you don't have any knuckles level ups for some weird reason, I am sorry for you because you're a very unlucky person, but you can just use level 3 Sonic to kill off the turtles. Wave 10 is pretty much the same as wave 5. I would recommend holding diagonal like I am, it makes the quick kill a bit more consistent. Wave 11 is actually trickier than it looks. You don't want to start the combo up preemptively. You want to wait for the white particles to spawn, then do the combo. You also want to place the combo attack where I'm placing it right now, as any other position will not kill every enemy in one combo. And you've made it to the last wave, which is just a knuckles combo. I tend to delay it a bit, as sometimes it makes me kill the enemy a bit faster, but it doesn't make a big difference. Team Dark is surprisingly one of the teams where RNG matters less, as you only need level 2 Rouge early on. You may or may not need level 3 Shadow and Omega for wave 9, depending on which try you go for, but I'll go into detail later. Wave 1 is pretty simple. You want to be homing attacking the flopper robots with all 3 characters. What I'd recommend to make this strat easier is hold the neutral stick while jumping, as this will make your teammates successfully follow up on your homing attacks. For wave 2, just do ground attacks with Omega, it gets the job done pretty easily. You wanna use Omega in order to get Shadow or Rouge level ups for the next wave, as level 3 Omega isn't needed until much later. Now there are 3 possible scenarios for this wave. I'm gonna be showcasing them from best to worst. If you get level 2 Rouge, approach the robot from the side and thunder shoot them while holding diagonally on the control stick. If you get level 1 Rouge, do the same thunder shoot and finish the robots off with Omega. If you didn't get any Rouge level ups, this means that you got level 2 Shadow, so you can just homing attack all the robots down. I'd recommend approaching the robot from the right, as doing it from the left will make you get hit by the Eggpon swords. Wave 4 is the usual 9 flappers wave. If you've played the stage correctly so far, you'll have either level 2 Rouge or level 2 Shadow. This means that you have 2 options for the upcoming wave. The faster one is using level 2 Rouge. To get the quick kill, I target the flapper on the bottom left and hold up right to finish the other flappers off. The quick kill is not 100% consistent, so don't be intimidated if it doesn't work for you. The other strat involves doing homing attacks on the flappers. Using level 1 Rouge plus Omega is not faster. There are 2 strats you can do for wave 5 and they're both equally fast. The one I prefer is hitting the springs as Omega and fire dunking the flappers. The other strat is using Rouge to thunder shoot the robots. However, I feel like this strat is less consistent for me, but you can use whichever one you prefer. Now, this is a concept that applies to other waves too, so I will not repeat this. Make sure to stand in the same area that I am when I'm thunder shooting, because otherwise your teammates will choose to target the spring, making you lose time. Now, wave 6 is a wave you need to look out for. Make sure to stand in the middle, and as soon as you see the white particles from the robots appear, jump into a blue tornado to knock their shields off, then proceed to move at the back and thunder shoot them with Rouge to finish them off. The backup strat involves doing the same blue tornado, moving to the spring and homing attacking all the enemies down. Wave 7 is where we start using Team Blast, as destroying the metal flopper robots is really slow and really inconvenient. Make sure you're Team Blasting as the characters you don't need level ups for. For reference, you'll need level 2 Rouge as your number 1 priority, level 3 Shadow as number 2, and level 3 Omega as number 3. Also, make sure to press Z one more time to cancel the time stop, otherwise the enemies will not spawn. Wave 8 is a simple thunder shoot or homing attack all the enemies kind of wave, not much going on here. Wave 9 is either the easiest wave or the hardest. If you wish to have an easy time, just Team Blast, you're not missing out on much. However, if you wish to save time, there are two strats you can do. You can either homing attack all the turtles to save 1 second, but remember that making one mistake will result in you losing time, so do this on your own risk. Now, if you wish to save 2 seconds, there's a neat strat you can do. There are 3 steps you need to follow. Step 1. Keep track of what time you killed the last Clygen robot, and add 3 seconds to that. Step 2. Move to the center of the arena. Step 3. Charge a combo attack while holding neutral stick after those 3 seconds have passed. You need to aim this combo to the left of the spring to manip Shadow into homing attacking the golden turtle. If you followed the steps correctly, you should have killed all but 2 or 4 turtles, making for a very nice time saver. Wave 10 is the simple flappers in a circle wave. A thunder shoot while holding diagonally will do the job for you. Wave 11 is just a Team Blast wave. The earliest you can Team Blast is when the metal flappers appear, as there is no need to wait for the egg pawns to spawn. And you've made it to the last wave, which is just a Team Blast. The Team Blast timing for this one isn't as easy, as doing it as earliest as you can will not kill every robot. What I'd recommend doing is moving at the back and waiting for the leftmost golden robot to appear on screen. If you don't like having to remember backups, then Team Rose is the team for you, as this is by far the most consistent out of the 4 Robot Carnivals. For the first wave, you want to switch to Cream and fly to the Team Blast balloon immediately, as this will give you 1 level up for each character, making the RNG from this stage much more lenient. Make sure to switch characters before Team Blasting, as you'll need level 2 Cream as the only requirement for this stage. After the Team Blast stands, punch the right as big and see if you get a Cream level up. If you do, quickly grab it and thunder shoot the 5 flappers. If you miss, move to the center of the arena and do a combo attack as big. Repeat the same process for wave 3. One tip I'll give you to make the thunder shoots easier is approaching the robots from the side and holding diagonally while thunder shooting. So far, you haven't lost any time to RNG, if not frames. However, if you don't get level 2 Cream by this wave, you are in trouble. The fastest strat for this wave involves thunder shooting all 9 flopper robots in one go. To get the quick kill, I target the flopper on the bottom right and hold up left to finish the other floppers off. The quick kill is not 100% consistent, so don't be intimidated if it doesn't work for you. The backup strat is simply homing attacking all the flappers, since by this point you should have level 2 Amy. Using cream plus big is now faster. Wave 5 is the simple 4 flappers wave. A thundershoot or a fire dunk after touching the spring will do the job for you. Now wave 6 is a wave you don't really need to look out for this time. That's because the egg pawns don't have a shield this time, so you can just thundershoot them. If you don't have any cream level ups, then I'm sorry for you, but you can just homing attack the robots. And the rest of the waves are easily taken care of with a combo attack from Big. I believe there is no difference between each level of combo attack, so you should not lose any time if you don't get any level ups for Big. You will want luck to be by your side for Team Chaotix, as not only getting an early level 2 Charmy saves a lot of time, you will also need level 3 SPO by wave 9 and level 3 Vector to make wave 11 easier. The strat for wave 1 and 2 is a little different compared to the other teams. You really don't want to get Vector level ups, so I'd recommend just fire dunking your teammates with Vector. If you're feeling lucky, you can do homing attacks like normal to save a bit of time. However, I personally don't recommend it as the level of risk is too great. There are 3 possible scenarios for wave 3. I'm going to be showcasing them from best to worst. The best scenario is getting level 2 Charmy, as you can just thundershoot the enemies down very easily. I'd recommend killing the metal birds first and then killing the green flappers, as doing it in the other order makes you miss out on a level up. In the scenario where you get level 1 Espio and level 1 Charmy, I'd recommend damaging the green flappers first with a thundershoot, then proceeding to move to the springs and killing the metal birds. Make sure you finish the green flappers off as Vector, as getting a Vector level up makes the next wave considerably slower. In the scenario where you get level 2 Espio, killing the metal birds becomes a bit harder. You need to stand very close to one of the metal birds on the side and destroy one of them with a flight axle and the other 2 with thundershoots. This strat looks a bit intimidating, but you will get better at it with practice. After destroying the metal birds, you can proceed to finish the flappers off with homing attacks. Wave 4 kinda plays in a similar way. If you have level 2 Charmy, you can just thundershoot all 9 flappers in one go. To get the quick kill, I target the flapper on the bottom left and hold up right to finish the other flappers off. The quick kill is not 100% consistent, so don't be intimidated if it doesn't work for you. If you have level 0 Charmy, that means you have level 2 Espio if you played the rest of the stage correctly, so you can just homing attack the flappers. Wave 5 has metal flappers this time around, so you'll need to punch into the springs as Vector and fire tank them when they group up. Now wave 6 is a wave you need to look out for. Make sure to stand in the middle, and as soon as you see the white particles from the robots appear, jump and do a lift swirl to knock their shield, then proceed to move at the back and thundershoot them with Charmy. The backup strat involves doing the same lift swirl, moving to the spring and homing attacking all the enemies down. Wave 7 is a simple thundershoot wave. The quick kill for this wave is achieved by thundershooting the leftmost enemy that's closest to the spring and holding up right on the control stick. This is a concept that applies to other waves too, so I will not repeat this. Make sure to stand in the same area that I'm standing on when thundershooting, because otherwise your teammates will choose to target the spring instead of the robots, making you lose time. If you don't have level 2 Charmy, you can just homing attack the robots. Start from this robot to avoid targeting the springs. Wave 8 looks like a simple thundershoot wave, however it's one of the most important waves to perform correctly, as missing one of the metal birds will result in a very sizable time loss. Stand by the right of the springs and thundershoot while holding forward to make your teammates circle around the Klagons. Then proceed to move where the top right metal bird is and do a double thunder shoot to finish them off. Wave 9 is one wave where you really have to hope you got lucky, as missing out on level 3 SPO will result in you having to team blast, as destroying the golden turtles normally is unfortunately slower. However, if you were fortunate enough to get level 3 SPO, homing attack all the turtles starting from the turtle on the bottom left, and move your way around the turtles. Wave 10 is the usual flappers in a circle wave. A fire dunk or a thunder shoot while holding diagonal will do the job for you. Wave 11 is the final test of the stage. Missing a metal burst cycle is a big time loss, so make sure you can perform the strat correctly. If you were fortunate enough to get level 3 vector, the wave is a lot easier. You'll need to stand under the metal flapper that's furthest from the springs, and a little before it spawns, throw your teammates at the turtles and do a combo attack. After Vector finishes throwing his bubbles, punch forward, turn around to finish the remaining flappers, and do a combo attack to finish the metal birds off. Now, if you missed on level 3 Vector, there are two possible backups you can do. The first being the easiest, which is just a team blast. You want to stand as close to its springs as you can, in order to get closest to the metal birds' spawn point. The second backup strat, which you don't need any level ups for, is a bit riskier. It gets considerably easier with practice, but I wouldn't recommend blindly doing this at once. What you need to do is stand under the metal flapper that's closest to the springs, and before you see it spawn, throw your teammates at the left and rightmost flappers. Then proceed to punch the flapper at the front, and throw your teammates at the turtles. You want to execute this process as quickly as you can, to make setting up the next part easier. Switch to Charmy and line up with the gap between the middle and either one of the other metal birds. Then press B on the ground to thunder shoot, A to fly, and B again to do another thunder shoot. If you did it correctly, you should have killed all the metal birds. If you missed one enemy, it's okay, just focus on killing the birds. And you've made it to the last wave, where you can just do a combo attack to complete the stage. And that is it for my tutorial on Robot Carnival. I want to say a couple of things before I leave. The first being that if you ever feel the need to practice a backup strat or a quick kill for a particular wave, do consider downloading the Dolphin emulator and use save states to practice a wave, as getting the RNG you need in order to practice will take you a lot of time and will make your practice routine worse. Also, you don't need to follow the tutorial word by word. Remember that this is just the way I do each wave, so if you ever come up with something faster or easier that works for you, by all means do that, my strats aren't irreplaceable. If you found this tutorial helpful, or there's anything you would want to tell me, let me know in the comments. I appreciate feedback coming from anyone, and will be taking it into account in case a new tutorial ever comes around. Also, I do stream on Twitch, so if you like Sonic Heroes speedruns, be sure to give me a follow, as I stream every weekday starting from 1 PM GMT. That's it for me, thanks for watching, peace.